Well, hello, model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Rel. And this week I'm going to do my stash ads here for January. And these are the kits that I picked up and everything. And this is sponsored by Hobby Nut Models. So you guys please check out our sponsor and everything. Of course, in the video description below, there's a link and everything. And what he's constantly doing or picking up. But both of these boxes are from Hobby Nut Models. Stuff I picked out and everything. And also that's from an eBay purchase and a couple others here where I had a lot of fun this particular January, especially the first week of January. I had the week off. My son was out of school. And Angelo from Angelo's Workbench, if you guys watch his channel, he was here in town and we like to hang out. So I got to spend a couple of days with him. And we went driving around and did some shopping and hitting up a lot of the hobby stores around the valley. Everybody who knows YouTube has to, when they visit, go to Andy's hobby headquarters. So we went over there and checked it out. And Joe was in town also from Ray's Kit Decals North America. He was in town, so saw him Wednesday for a little bit and everything. And I was back at Andy's hobby headquarters again with him, hanging out and visiting along with some of the other YouTubers here in the valley too. Just all hanging out there and just having a blast. So we'll jump right into what I got here and everything. But again, this first package, this is from Hobby Nut Models. So see, and one thing's really cool. Check this out. One of the silly kits that I decided that. So Mark asked me if there was anything, if we had Ollie's out there here in Arizona. No, we don't. And I guess they got a whole bunch of kits cheap and everything. And he sent me some pictures of what they had at the one near him, and just asked me if there was any kits I was interested in. And as silly as it may sound, this is one that even as a kid I thought was kind of cool. Never picked it up, but now that I have Ryan and we kind of look for kind of fun stuff like this, and I said, hey, that Mach 5 really does interest me. And so that's one that he didn't have in his store or anything, but I was interested in. And so he went to the Ollie's and actually picked this up for me and sent it to me. So thank you, Mark. That's really cool of you to do. And if you guys don't know, Mark is a builder as well, Hobby Nut Models. So he hooked me up and sent this to me. So that I really appreciate. And then also with my credit that I earned from you guys and everything and advertising on the channel, I picked these up. Here's my packing slip. So he had this on his site and I was interested in it, and I don't have any Honda NSXs or Acura NSX. And this is like a 2000 and just kind of interesting, and it's an R. And I really don't have kits like this, and so it interested me. So I went ahead and ordered this one. And who knows when I'll build it, but it'd be kind of a fun build, just something to do a little bit different. And this one, same kind of thing. Although I have a whole bunch of these Fujimi Lamborghini Countach, or Countach, however you want to say it. I've always said Countach, and I hear it many times, but I've heard that the correct pronunciation is actually Countach. But don't dispute it, just kind of, again, humor on my part. But I've got like, I don't know, eight different versions of this already, but I didn't have this version. So I decided I went ahead and go for it. And it was a good price, but reason it was a good price is it doesn't have an engine in it. It's got a kind of a simple chassis, but it's got the full body where everything opens up and everything, but it just doesn't have an engine in it, and you can swap it in if you want. I don't think I'll actually worry about it. I was just more interested in the different wheels it has. The race version has a different wing. There's a couple of different parts in here. So that one really interested me. So I went ahead and picked that up. So we'll just move these off back here. Start stacking them up. Now this one, this was an eBay one, and it got munched. I mean, this box got munched a little bit. So, and I was looking for a replacement for one of these. This is the Ferrari California open top, and you can tell the box got munched. I took a quick look inside, didn't look like anything actually happened to the kit. So, but if you remember, I had one that I had showed. The body was warped, and there were some issues going on. This was squished down. The convertible frame was squished down. Body twisted a little bit. Hood was twisted real bad. chassis twisted real bad, and a lot of the parts trees were just, they were rubber banded and taped together, and it just was kind of a mess. But I was doing the hot water thing, just trying to straighten out. Got the windshield frame, and there's a piece that glues in on the inside of this to help, stiffen it up. So I was working on that. That was coming out good, but the hood was really bad. So I was doing the hot water thing on the hood, and was getting it close. But the parts of this hood, the way it's molded, is really thin. So some parts are thin, some parts are thick. So I was having a little trouble getting it straightened out, and I was getting it close. Well, I reheated the water, got it a little bit hotter, and was going to do it again, and decided, well, if I let it soak in the hot water a little longer, it will absorb some of the heat and soften it up a little bit more. And the chassis is really thin too. But when I was doing that, problem was water was too hot, and I let it get in there too long, and the hood just really shrunk, twisted. It's ruined. So, looking for a parts kit. Nobody really was selling any parts kits. I really didn't put the word out. Just kind of was like, all right. So, this was pretty cheap off of eBay. So I bought it. So there's my replacement. Now, next up here's another eBay purchase, and I got this on the channel. So that I want to do kit review on these Cougars, and I borrowed a bunch of kits, but this is the original issue, and I didn't have one. So I was kind of keeping my eye open for it. So there were a couple on there, and so this one seemed like a pretty good deal. The box was nice. There were multiple parts, and he said there was almost there was extra parts, almost 2 kits worth, or something like that. It was worded kind of funny. But the pictures, there was at least enough there for one good one. So to my surprise, here's an unbuilt with a little bit of damage on it, but I'll get into that in more detail. But everything is in this one. But when he said 2 kits, he really did send me 2 kits. So made it kind of a bargain at that point. And this one, the body's painted, although pretty nicely, but it's box worn in some areas. And so this one can be stripped and built, but everything for the stock version is in here. I think there's a couple of missing parts, but nothing major. But that made that purchase a whole lot nicer as far as that went. Now, running around town with Angelo, I blame this one on him. But it's not really. It's I have the 64 version. Throw the box art right there, and I got that a few months back. And this one kind of interested me too. And I do kind of like trucks, and they're kind of more fun to do as customs and everything. But this is the most recent issue. Came out in 2022, and we hit 5 hobby shops. Hobby Bench had this one, so I went and picked this one up while I was there, and we're just checking out different things. We were hoping to find him a Boss 351 kit, but none of the hobby shops here have it. But I picked this one up, and he picked up a whole bunch, so I kind of say this is his fault, but it's really not. It's my fault. And, we went to Andy's Hobby headquarters, but Joe was in town, and he's Ray's Kit Decals North America. He wanted to meet at Andy's Hobby headquarters with a bunch of the other YouTubers. I'm like, that sounds like fun. So I went ahead and joined him with that. So I was back at Andy's. I decided I was going to pick this one up because Andy's had this one. And this is the 2015 issue, so I only find it on eBay. Nobody else really had it online, but Andy's had it. Not on a site, but in a store, and it was still sealed. So I picked that one up. And then to complete the set, Andy also had this one, the Suburban. This is from 2017. So now I've got all 4 of those. So I went ahead and got those. And then last thing, also Hobby Nut models here. And this is the one that just showed up today. And I was excited about it. He let me know that they came in and he was shipping them. So I was super excited about it, and they just showed up today. Although I'm still waiting for the 71 Demon. That's not what's in here. And round 2 just having some shipping issues. But these came in. There it is, the Revell 71 Mach 1 Mustang. So excited about this particular kit, and I did order 2 of them. So hooked me up there. So, and I don't think I'm going to do the actual Bond version. I want to do a bit more dressed up one than this one. But I also got this here. This is Iceman Collections Wide Body Kit. And I just picked this up recently from him in the last couple weeks. So I want to combine this with that and have a little bit of fun with this one. and just do a custom one, just have a good old time with it. So that's kind of what the second one's for, and one's just going to be a Mach 1. But gonna have some fun with that. So this is gonna be happening on the channel, and I'll have a review video of all of those coming up real soon. So you guys, I really do appreciate everything you guys do for us, and watching and sharing and liking and all your comments, and checking out Hobby Nut Models, of course, as our sponsor, and supporting them as they support many of us YouTubers, which is great. So anyway, you guys, thank you for tuning in and subscribing and all your comments and everything. You guys, you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time.